USA Warrior Stories is a not-for-profit organization designed to record, archive, and share videos of veteran stories, to help veterans make a connection with one another and to help us all better understand their sacrifices for our freedoms.
My name is Edward Blackman. Just as you see, just as I am, black man. And I was born here in Charleston. Went to school here up until my last year of high school. I went out to California with my auntie and my uncle and was out there on Mather Air Force Base. He was in the Air Force, you know, Hank, real good guy. And it was pretty interesting until I got bored and wanted to do something, so I decided I'll join the Army. Well, I joined to be a radio operation and a wireman. I was real stupid because I didn't realize the radio operators have to go out in the jungle. I thought maybe it'd be an switchboard operator and wireman that you didn't, you know, I wouldn't see that, but that's exactly what I saw, you know. My first year in the Army, I was in Germany. Place called Nuremberg. I know you've heard of it. Oh, yeah. We did a little bit of wireman, but that stuff was getting old because Nuremberg was really our artillery unit. Had the 8-inch howitzers, them big guns shoot about 30 miles, 25 miles. That's what I was doing.
And what did you know about the war? What was getting back to you guys?
Well, you know, as far as just the television, what we saw and read in the newspapers and stuff. And it was, to me, it was just getting started, as you know, around 60, well, getting started good, I'll say. Around the 67 to 69 was about the hottest point for artillery over there. Well, we landed in a place called Chu Lai. When I went over there, we were with a Marical Division, 196 Infantry Brigade. But I was attached to the 3rd Battalion, 22nd Artillery Unit. When you stepped off that boy, you knew you were in somewhere crazy. First, you couldn't hardly breathe, and the smell was awful, man. You know, you didn't know what it was at first, but after you've been there about, say, 12, 14 hours, you realize that it was mostly human waste that you were smelling. They would pour diesel on it and burn it in 55-gallon drums, and you can imagine how diesel and shit smell. You know, it was awful. And when you first get there, you can't sleep. The darn shaking of the ground and the artillery blast, and then you got to distinguish what's the blasting out from the incoming. Like Charlie used to keep us loaded down, make sure he starts in the evening, you know, and fire all darn night long. You fire and they fire, and you cry and you holler, and and sometimes it got so bad, man, we didn't have time to shit. It may not sound real, but you couldn't get out of that damn bunker if you wanted to live. My first place that I went to was LZ Baldy. on that hill altogether on Baldy, we might have had a total of 70 people. They martyred us day and night. They had Viet Cong they called zappers. They would cut the concertina wire and stuff and dig, tunnels up under the wire and get in the base and damn frag you and stuff. And it was just kind of horrible, man. Well, we didn't stay on Baldy but about a month or two, and then we went to an LZ called Hawk Hill. LZ Hawk Hill. We shared Hawk Hill with the Marines. You had Army there, and it was a larger installation. It had a runway where C-130s could land on, bringing in big blizzards of water and ammo, and we had choppers that, would come in, Chinooks, Chinooks, the two-bladed banana-looking helicopters, yeah. All day long. We took care of the wire. When I say the wire, I'm talking about the concertina wire and the guard towers in the air and out in the perimeter outside the wire. We had to go out there and stand ground because Charlie, like I say, them damn zappers, they dig up under the darn wire to get to your behind, or they cut it and come in as zappers, and we just had to maintain the hill.
Can you talk about your worst day in Vietnam?
Oh, man. My worst day was the day I got blown about 10 feet in the damn air almost. We had some incoming. We had some mortar rounds and rockets coming in. And I happened to be the wrong damn place at the wrong time. And when I knew anything, I was on my back. The thing about it, I was blessed because the thing hit outside the parapet. Another darn, say, 2-3 feet, it would have hit inside the airport and I wouldn't be here now. Constantly ducking and constantly sweating and constantly praying all day. Hawk Hill was a number one place that Charlie despised because of them damn artillery guns on there. We had some 155s on Hawk Hill. And they would shoot out farther, something like about maybe 15, 17 miles. I had a buddy. I say a buddy because, we lived in the same damn hooch and underground together. Just steel plates and bags and stuff. And it's crazy how that war was, man, because, you would bring people on the hill in the morning, like some of the mommy sons or little boy sons. They would wash your clothes and stuff, I wouldn't eat nothing that they cooked. I lived off beanie weenies for almost a year, the what you call the Campbell, the Campbell's beans and franks in the little can. Yeah, but they were in a green can, but Campbell's made them, But getting back to Pecan, man, he went to bring these kids and Poppy Sons and stuff. He got almost by the hooch, man, and we heard the, it's incoming. And boom! Heard somebody holler, peep out of the damn hooch. And they done killed the damn little mommy sons, some of the boy sons, and they go Pecan laying there, bust wide open. And that was my boy. After so long, you know, you see that you ain't gaining no ground. I mean, hell, you fire at them and they steady firing at you, and you're in one damn place, and it ain't getting no better. You're doing the same thing over and over and over. Guys, you know, you eat with today, and you help take out on a damn medevac the next day, man. It's kind of rough, you know, but we had no right over there, man. These people was back here, man. Them damn congressmen and senators and shit got filthy rich. These damn people got rich off that war, man, you know? Filthy rich. They called it the war industry. My last damn 6 months in Vietnam, I didn't even know where the hell I was most of the time. They had the opium and the marijuana, you know? And by me being an old country boy from Charleston, hell, I didn't know nothing about no opium and stuff like that. I had heard about marijuana, you know, but I had never done none, or had seen none, really. But I stayed full of it, and when I got home, I was so ignorant, I didn't know I would go through withdrawal and have to go in the damn VA hospital.
The war in Vietnam is over, and the junkies are coming home, angry and scared and strung out. In New York City, there are 300,000 Vietnam-era veterans, and 40,000 of them are addicts. Most of them began using heroin, barbiturates, and amphetamines in Vietnam. The Veterans Administration offers the addicted vet no rehabilitation or retraining. Just a 6-week methadone detoxification program in a VA hospital or indefinite outpatient methadone maintenance.
I had to go to the hospital and then get the methadone. And after they kept me on that for about maybe 5-6 years, that's why I'm wearing this patch now. Had to turn detox off the methadone and wear this boom pad, we call it.
Throughout your life, did the VA help you? Did the American Legion, any of those people help you?
Yeah, not the American Legion, but they call it the vet program, the Vietnam vet program. And we would meet there twice a week, and we would kick the bobo, as we call it, and sit around and get madder and madder with our damn government for setting us up like that, you know. When I was in Vietnam and came back home and was messed up on them drugs and stuff, Beverly couldn't put up with that. You know, she couldn't, young girl, man. I was 20 when I got home. She was 19. She couldn't put up with that mess. We were married when I was in Vietnam, Beverly, the first wife with my 2 daughters.
And what's your current wife's name?
Deborah. I thank God for all you can get out of war is damn hate. And it just made you bitter, made me feel like I was just thrown away. I can't get the war out of my head. You never outgrow it. You never outgrow war. No matter how far you leave from where it's at, it's going to catch up with you.
Now, I see you have your medals next to you. You keep this stuff around, so it means something to you, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it means something. I suffered for that shit. I want to get something from it. And you know, they thought I did enough to get a fucking Bronze Star and a Vietnam Accommodation Medal and a Vietnam Service Medal and a National Defense Medal and all of this that this DD-214 said that I should have had. So it's just a piece of paper, though. Like that Bronze Star there, you have to put people on and off them choppers when they get, all tore up and shot up and shit. And so I done some good. I think about the ones I carried, and they made it home even though they didn't have no leg or no arm. You still helped them make it back.